It is time to play some Magic the Gathering. I've been playing with this deck off and on. I put it on Twitter the other day. Since then, I've made a few changes, but Dream Devourer is still in the deck. I'm, I'm just as reticent about playing Dream Devourer as a lot of people probably would be. I've already had a couple people on Twitter be like, Dream Devourer? Really? I'm not sure about that one. I'm not really sure about it either, but I wanted to try it out. The whole reason it's in the deck is it's a cleric, and Righteous Valkyrie procs off of clerics. So that's nine-tenths of the reason. I mean, sometimes if you Dream Devourer on 2, Storm the Festival, Foretell on 3, it's really hard to cast it on 4 because, you need 3 green sources to do that. So it is easier said than done, but I still kind of want to try out Dream Devourer and see if it makes the cut. Skullport Merchant, this is the other thing that could be cut. This is a Storm the Festival deck, and I wanted a decent 3-drop that provided some sort of ETB value, and it would be nice if that 3-drop could be played on 3 to help us get to Storm the Festival. Well, Skullport Merchant sort of fits all the criteria, and sometimes we can cash in like treasure tokens we don't need to it. So I'm trying this out, but I do think there might be better 3-drop creatures than this in this slot. But a little bit of ramp goes a long way in this deck because we've got all these 5 and 6 drops and stuff. But Righteous Valkyrie has 4, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different angels and clerics to proc off of, which is just enough for it to be in the deck. I also want to Storm the Festival and get Righteous Valkyrie and like another angel, or Firja's Retribution, or Storm the Festival with a Righteous Valkyrie in play and get a Liesa and a Rampage of the Valkyries, right? So that'll gain you a whole bunch of life. So just because of that, I really want to try out Valkyrie in this deck, but I'm not sure these are the right 3-drops. Altogether, though, again, Storm the Festival deck. So it's got some usual suspects in here. Wrenn and 7, Esika's Chariot. They obviously go really well together. Because Esika's Chariot can copy the token that Wrenn and 7 produces, and that is unbelievable value. But I've decided to take that a little bit further in this deck, because Esika's Chariot can also copy the tokens from Firja's Retribution or Rampage of the Valkyries. These both make 4/4 flyers. And that's awesome. to be able to copy, 4/4 flyers seems really good to me, and because of Storm the Festival, we can play things like Rampage and Firja's Retribution and just put them straight onto the table if we get them off of Storm the Festival. Scholar Combination also allows us to play Binding the Old Gods, awesome removal piece. I'd like to play more of, but if you can't tell, we are really jacked in terms of 4-drops. I think we have 9 of them. Yeah, we have 9 4-drops. Probably shouldn't play more than that. Legion Angel also in the deck gives us a little bit of reach, not the keyword ability, but the ability to continue playing threats into the late game and stuff. So that's important. Legion Angel especially great with Righteous Valkyrie. And if we get it off of Storm the Festival, it's sweet too because it gives us the value of putting a Legion Angel into our hand. But, this is just like the Green-White Storm the Festival decks and the Green-Black Storm the Festival decks that we're seeing in the early days of the format. Storm the Festival, Wrenn and 7, Esika's Chariot, Binding the Old Gods. It's all stuff that we've seen. Even Prosperous Innkeeper usually makes the cut in these decks. But Orzhov Angels has been doing reasonably well in the first week of this format, so I wanted to do something weird and just combine the 2 decks because Angels has so many good targets, not just for Storm the Festival to put on the battlefield, but also for Esika's Chariot to copy. So I figured because of the Esika's Chariot Storm the Festival stuff, this would be a good thing to try to jam together and see how it works. And so far it's been doing pretty well, but we'll see how well it does tonight. All right, so opponent goes first. I guess we can Innkeeper into Valkyrie or Merchant. Probably Innkeeper into Merchant, try to get to the Storm quickly. No 1-drop, but it is a Hall of the Storm Giants. Let's go Chasm first. Field of Ruin. Foretells a card. Interesting. Oh, we can drop Dream Devourer here. And we'll have 3 green in time. That's interesting. Huh. Well, I can drop the planes now and still have 3 green in time. So, seems decent. Problem is, if we play Devourer here, we can't play Merchant next turn. But I'm still going to try my buddy out here, see how it works. For science. Shipwreck Marsh. They are targeting Dream Devourer. Well, I guess we get to play Merchant or Prosperous Innkeeper. I don't think it's the time to go for Valkyrie, although we can Valkyrie into Retribution. That's good. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Surprised the Foretold card was a Poison the Cup. Was expecting a Saw It coming. Saw It coming against Storm the Festival is going to suck, but that's okay. I guess I could Innkeeper. Well, no, I can't quite do that. I do like the pressure that something like Valkyrie into Retribution sort of provides, but I think it's probably more important to ramp at this point. Innkeeper. Plus, these are big threats. If our opponent wants to use removal or sweepers or something to take out these small guys, I'm pretty happy with that. As long as we have the bigger dudes still in our hand. Opponent on 4 untapped mana over there, locked and loaded, huh? Wonder if Valkyrie now will bait a sweeper or something. But Valkyrie now also helps us set up for Storm the Festival next turn. This might also, again, bait a counterspell or something, which I'd be happy with. Memory Deluge. Okay. Well, they probably find a counterspell with that, if I had to guess. I think it's likely they have one, though. Let's get in. Why not? Yeah, play Merchant, let him shadow his verdict. Yeah. Wonder if they will. Because, like, you'd still want to verdict away a Valkyrie. Well, they go with Foretelling here. They don't use any more of their mana. It makes me really think they have a Saw It coming. Well, I think we come in on attacks first. You gonna spend some mana? All right, let's go. We get a free Storm the Festival here, but it's likely they still have a sweeper. It's gonna take them a couple of turns to get to it if it's a Blood on the Snow, though. But it's not. They don't have any snow lands, so... Alright, so can we put this on white or this on black and still... Yeah, we can, so... I think I need another black. Let's do that. And then... Let's go storming. See what we get, y'all. It's pretty sexy. Alright. Whew. Alright, so we want the Wrenn and 7 and I guess the Righteous Valkyrie. We don't really need the binding right now. Not a terrible pull. Not bad. Not bad at all, baby. But maybe they have a sweeper here. Shadow's Verdict would still take care of all of our dudes. Which would be lame, but, you know. It's whatever. We're on our way to our second Storm the Festival. We just need twice as much mana as we have right now, right? It's not too bad. We have a Wrenn and 7 to help us get the lands. Opponent with some thinking to do here, apparently. It's going to be... For some reason, oh, it's a Lolth. Okay. 2 Speedas. It's the right play. Chariot is pretty great. Not bad at all. Alright, so let's +1 the Wrenn. 2 lands. Retribution and Chariot in the yard. Those are good cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we can do this, and then we can play the Esika's Chariot. But is there a reason to play this Merchant now, or are we just, like, overextending, you know? Let's come on in. Ooh. Yeah, I thought they might do the double block there. But I'll take what they've done. That's fine. I smell a sweeper. But it's not, I really don't think they're going to be playing Blood on the Snow, so maybe it's just Verdict. I think I actually want the treasure from Skullport Merchant to help us get to Storm the Festival quickly. Give me that donkey butt and them big old legs. I ain't too proud to beg. Ain't no shame in this game. I'm break it down, beg, I can't, please, please. If you know that one, you are old. All right, so what's next? What do? We could actually zero the Wrenn here, and that would not be terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could have 9 mana next turn, so it's not quite enough, is it? Well, We crew the Chariot. I think I want a plus Wrenn. And I think I want to go ahead and do it. Yeah, in terms of them eliminating, you know, getting rid of the Esika's Chariot, half a 6 of one, half dozen of the other. They want to do it now, they will. They want to do it going into combat, they will. Wow, 2 Wrenns in the graveyard? Screw you, buddy. That hurts a little bit. I think I want you on green. Well, let's see if they have anything. They do. They flunk it. Cool. Gonna do it again? Alright, well, I guess we'll take a more than 2 for 1, considering we got 2 cats off of it, too. Bang, bang, they're at 10. I think what we'll do is we'll Skullport Merchant and, like, nothing else. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can sack 2 creatures. Like, in case of a sweeper, we can sack 2 creatures to Merchant and draw 2. And I like that line more than casting Retribution right now and just, like, playing into the sweep. Yeah, Crippling Fear. Crippling Fear! Huh. Neat. Alright, so let's sack a kitty. Land. Let's blast through these land pockets, baby. And I was going to draw another, but I guess our opponent's just done. Because we have 1,000,000 cards in there in our hand, and our opponent has 2 cards left in their control deck. They do have Memory Deluge, though. I feel like they could have played that one. But I don't know what these 2 cards are in their hand. But I feel like they could have kept playing this game. But I think that maybe plussing the Wrenn... I don't know why, but, you know, if the Wrenn was still on 3 and we had to get rid of it to make a creature... Or if we had gotten rid of it to make a creature that turn, for instance, then I think our opponent would have been in a much better position than if they'd have swept the board and still had to deal with like an 8/8 token or something. And a Wrenn and 7. We'd have left Wrenn and 7 on the board in that situation. So I think that had a good bit to do with it. Plus, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're like a turn away from Storm the Festival. So that might have had something to do with their decision too. But either way, good first game. It was a really good first game. It's what this deck does. Like every card comes with extra value. Just about. See what's up with Scully Pantsuit. That's a name for an arena user. What you got for me, Scully? Opponent goes first. 2-lander. 2-lander! Let's go. Let's just try. Let's give it a shot. We've got some really good stuff in our hand, but, you know, famous last words. Shambling Ghast. Oh, there's our 3rd land. How do we do it? Is another question. I think we want this on green, this on white, and... Dark Boar on black, probably. Depends on what other lands we get in the meantime, because we need 2 green for the Wrenn. But we need to get 5 lands for that to matter at all. Black-red, oh, it's a Treasures Gamer. Near and dear to my heart. It's my favorite deck tech of last season. All right. Pretty good 2-drop there. I am a little scared of Angelstorm Predator. I think that card is going to wreck us if it comes down. You know what should be in this deck? A single copy of Kaya. This would be another 5-drop. I'm playing a lot of 5-drops. But another copy of Kaya might actually be sweet. They could also gold span, and that would suck. Butthole. But I guess we could Liesa. That wouldn't be too bad. Play a flying blocker for it this turn. Or we could play the Chariot this turn. But I actually don't like that. I don't like playing Chariot this turn. Not at all. I know we need 2 white, which kind of sucks, because we also need a black, but we also need a 2nd green, so sequencing the lands is going to be weird, but I think I want the 2nd white. This Liesa is probably going to have to fight a gold span if I had to guess. Removal. They grasp the Valkyrie. Oh, no attacks. I don't think we'll be doing any blocking here, but I still don't think it's worth it to rush in. Alright, no gold span this turn. Also no Lolth yet. So I'll just take our 2 and be happy it's only 2 damage. Unless it's more. I feel like in the coming turns it's going to be way more than that. Nothing? Okay. Huh. It was nothing. Guess we'll make that black and play Retribution. I could also play Liesa this turn. But I think it's better to play Retribution here and maybe bait a removal spell or something. And then play the Liesa. I think Prosperous Innkeeper is worth just about as much in life as, you know, as it would be as a blocker. What you got for me, bud? I know there's some big cards in that deck. You got a real big deck over there, swinging around. Come on, Scully. If you got it, show it to me. Tapped Shatter Skull Smashing. Okay. Coming in with just Shambling Ghast. No? No thanks. Don't know about that one. Wish we'd have drawn a land this turn, but I guess we can Liesa or we can Wrenn, and Wrenn looks pretty decent. What sucks about Wrenn is that it puts a 4/4 into play and not a 5/5. Now, a 5/5 would be really good against the coming Goldspan. But they just don't have it yet. They've got to have it in their deck, though. They've got to. You have Vigilance, right? Yes. You can also just kill a thing. So that's... I should remember to do that. Maybe that's why they didn't play like a Goldspan or something that turn. Alright, so let's fly over for the 4. Do I want to bang into this Kalane? Yes. I don't want them to have like a 5/5 Goldspan, you know? And I think we Chariot. I really do. Yeah. That way, this gives us a choice. Next turn we can play the Liesa. Or, because I'm willing to take a shot from a Goldspan or something. But next turn we can play either the Liesa or we can play the Wrenn and then crew the Chariot, copy the Wrenn token, which I think will be pretty effective. We just got to get some more lands, man. Alright, passing in. You gonna swing with a Ghast? I want you to. 7 mana. So they could Orcus. X equals 3. Wouldn't take out the Angel. But it might be worth it. Our Angels get double strike next turn. Agadeem's Awakening for the Kalane. Oh, that's bad, man. That's not very good at all, in fact. But it does give them mana. Mana is important for them right now. They didn't scoop it up. Yeah, something was going wrong for them. I just don't think they were drawing the right cards. By the way, another line I could have taken there, now that I think about it, I should have thought of this before, is that this goes to Chapter 3 next turn. So I could have played the Liesa and, yeah, had 2 double-striking 4-power creatures, so they would have been dead on board in that case. So I think I could have missed lethal here, but it may have still been the right play to play Esika's Chariot to, again, give us the choice of playing Wrenn or Liesa next turn. I don't know if I would take that back if I could, but I did just see that I could have had lethal with this because of the 3rd chapter. So I wanted to point that out. Opponent goes first. We don't have a play until turn 3, but still think I'm going to try it. Neverwinter Dryad. Snarl, turn 1. Coming in with Dryad, baby. That's always good to see. Nothing else. They plan on sacking it. All right. All right. Then, what's this? All right. I think we're going to need the white mana. We need the black mana, too, though. That's the problem. It's Prosperous Innkeeper. He's been there for us in just about every game we played. You sack that Neverwinter to get effectively the same result as I got for paying 2 mana. I don't know. They paid 3 mana and they get to keep their thing all game, so. They Chariot. We can answer with a Chariot if we want to. Yeah, man, we need to draw some lands here, but I think that playing Chariot is right. It's like part of me wants to get to Liesa as quickly as possible because it blocks the Chariot. But there is just absolutely no guarantee we draw that land next turn, and I would much rather do this than play Righteous Valkyrie, which is the other thing we had the option to do. But if we let this Chariot get attacking and start copying tokens a lot, then we're in trouble. Wrenn in 7. Opponent goes first and gets to do their Esika's Chariot Wrenn in 7 thing first, so probably game if they do it. Okay. So, no Wrenn, which is really, really good news. Alright, let's double block. The power of going first. It is amazing. Luckily, there was no Snakeskin Veil or any other nonsense. Binding, take out our Chariot. Yep. We didn't draw the land. Crap. Well, at least we have Valkyrie. Really needed to draw the land there, though, guys. I think that was kind of make or break. It's going to be this turn. It's going to be a cram session. Interesting deck. If they get a containment breach, they're sniping. We got a mascot. All right. Sculptor. Some choices in this deck, but looking pretty good. There's a land. So I guess we just run Chariot down. We can also Retribution, which is not a terrible idea. Really isn't. Could also Valkyrie to set up for the Retribution, but no, we're getting silly now. I could Chariot this turn and then Retribution next turn and copy the Angel token if we can get in with the Chariot. So I kind of like that line. We also gain 2 life this way, for what it's worth. It's not worth much, but it's something. I don't think we need to worry about hitting our opponent right now. They'll probably Exhibition this turn. Remember, their guys have Death Touch. It's a Vorinclex. Yikes. Okay. Probably have to kill that. Yeah, come on, everybody. Come on. It's the right play. I think I'm okay with getting rid of Chariot here. Yeah. Yeah. It's like one way or the other. I either lose the Valkyrie or the Chariot. Take 8. Again, Snakeskin Veil would be a blowout, but we know they don't have it. Okay, so we got the land. That's good news. What do we want this on? Black. Yeah. All right, this is where the decisions get kind of tough. It's always been this way with the Orzhov Angels deck. We have really good 3 and 4 drops, and sometimes they stomp on each other's toes. But we know our opponent doesn't have any removal, so I kind of like Liesa right now. I think that's right. Is it time to swing? I'll take 1 swing to put us at the same life total. Now, this layer of the Hydra can get huge, but if we have to block with Innkeeper, that's fine. I'm all right with that. I imagine they'll just Exhibition this turn. Seems like it would be the right play. Oh, you're just going to make layer as big as possible? It doesn't have trample or anything, so... Maybe they're just trying to... Man, they really did do that. Huh. Actually, I'll block with a cat. I guess we can still gain a little life off of Innkeeper, so... Okay. Alright, we didn't get the land. I would have really liked the land this turn. A lot. A whole lot. I think that Retribution's good because that third chapter might win us the game if they don't draw removal here soon. Alright, opponent at 12. Let's just keep our guys out. That's all we got to do when we win the game. Mascots. Sculptor. Game. Well, yeah, cool. Alright, nice. 3-1. 3-1. There were some decision points that game, and I hope I made the right decisions at every one of them, but it's hard to say. I mean, either way, it ended in a win, so you know, I guess that's what matters. I think playing another Righteous Valkyrie there would have been really sweet, just because we get the +4/+4 on our whole team. But man, that makes the deck look really good, doesn't it? I mean, look at our team, look at our hand. You know, that makes the deck look pretty sweet. The Innkeeper would have gone back in hand, yeah, but I didn't want to spend the mana on it the next turn. I wasn't sure how much mana we were going to actually have next turn, so I wanted Innkeeper on the table, just because I didn't want to devote 2 mana to it that I wasn't sure we were going to have. So, all right, so we go first. We got 2 Storm the Festival. It's kind of not good, but we can Dream Devour. We just have to get enough green mana. Problem with that is that this Dartmoor Pathway needs to be green, but we have to play it on black next turn. Shambling Gas for our opponent. Let's Dream Devour. And Lord, let's pray we get some lands. We have got to. Shambling Gas. Opponent's going to get some mana. Cool thing about this is that we have a 0/3, so they can't, like, you know, kamikaze their Shambling Gas. We did get another land, which is good. It has to be on green, doesn't it? It just has to. Should we actually not Dream Devour? Should we just Righteous Valkyrie? I don't know. Maybe we want to get some value out of Devourer while we can. Good Valkyrie. We could Merchant. There's a lot of good plays this turn, actually. Oh, I really don't want to put you on green. I really don't want to do that. Well, I really should do this. Just in case we draw an untapped green source next turn, I should really do this because turn 4 Storm the Festival. Come on, how often do you get to stream that, you know? Let's go. Well, let's block one of you because it doesn't really matter. Opponent with a Necrotic Fumes. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, the memes. Let's do it, baby. That's what we did it. Oh, the value. Oh my God, it's so sick. Look at it. Look at what we have done. Gaze upon my works, you mighty, and despair. Turn 4 Storm is pretty sexy, dude. All right, you buy whatever. Binding something. We got enough value. I don't care. Think I care about any of this? Coming in with 1 Shambling Gas, which we will block with our 0 power guy. Illnix with the bits. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Whew, if only we could do it again. If only we could do it again. Oh, man. What a time. What a time that was. All right, so this turn is a little tougher. I think we just Innkeeper and then foretell the other storm. I think that's what I wanted. I'm in a mood. And you? I like this. I think opponent might be stuck on mana. Nah. Well, they kill the Innkeeper. If we do that, is that worth it? Do I care about the Innkeeper that much? Do I just want to get a blocker out of the way for potential later turns? Yeah, sure. Sure. See if they kill the Innkeeper or take the treasure. If they take the treasure, they need mana. Got treasure. Okay. Could have killed something there, couldn't I? I guess it doesn't matter. I gain a life. But again, I just want stuff off of the table. I'm a little worried about a Lolth this turn. Storm! Okay, dope. Green-black Storm the festival. Let's give him a nice. But I guess they didn't get anything. I guess their Storm the festival is terrible. So whatever. All right. Good game. Yeah, they must have missed. And never punished, baby. Brutal, dude. That's about the sexiest thing we'll do all night. We go first. We start with another 2-lander. Our 25 land deck. But I guess we're reasonably well protected. So that's good. Ooh. God, this mana sucks, doesn't it? Ooh, this mana. Ah, God. Green. I don't like it. I don't like it. Draw Dream Devourer next turn. It's happening. Lunarch Veteran. I haven't actually played against you. Good. Oh, that's so good. That's wonderful news. All right. White. And let's next it up. Yeah, if anything, when we finish up the stream, I will go back and we'll look at the deck again. And plus, this is going on YouTube, certainly. So, Dream Devourer. We almost called it. That was a turnoff. They have a Reaper's Talisman. So, they are definitely counting on our mana being terrible. Oh my god, that is a hard decision. On white, we can play Legion Angel on an untapped land next turn, but we need double green for Wrenn and 7 eventually. But I think I like white here. I think I like being able to play Legion Angel next turn, especially if we're going to play Valkyrie now. Interesting deck our opponent has brewed up here. Brewed up. Be-dee-da-da. Brewed up. Brewed up. He done brewed up clerics. Alright, so what else, opponent? What you doing? Native. Oh, it's dungeons! We're gonna get handed it handed to us by dungeons, everybody. Let's go. Yeah, my opponent's deck isn't green. We haven't seen that all night, have we? That's a new one. Oh, and we got the green source. We still don't have a black source, but all I really wanted was untapped land, so. Now we can just play Magic for the rest of the game. You have First Strike? You have Vigilance. That's what it is. I always forget with Nadar. Made a whole deck tech about you. I played 30 games with that card. I'm going to take out the Valkyrie. They don't like the life gain. You're going to venture. Where do they go? Create a treasure. Let's block here. And let's get an untapped mana. We did it. It's a black source. Dope. Alright, so I think we just Wrenn here, probably, right? Yeah. And I don't really know what our opponent does here. I guess they could play a... Well, no, they can't really do that because of this tap land. Maybe they Bloodchief's Thirst this guy. Okay, this works too. Portable Hold this. Power up Paladin class, get in on Wrenn, and they can keep playing Magic. You gonna do it? Oh, that works too. Nice. Homestead Courage. And the equip. Let's go. Very nice. Very nice. Actually, nice. Alright, so I want the 3rd green mana for a Storm the Festival. Should we get that? Should have played this on white, shouldn't I? That's fine. We got Dream Devourer. I'm not worried about taking a couple of damage. I'm really not. We can take a total of 5 next turn, possibly. It's not a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. 6 if they Homestead Courage. Sunset Revelry. They get the card and the 2 guys. Pretty good Sunset Revelry. Bloodchief's Thirst the Devourer. Okay. I like it. I can do this all day, bud. I shouldn't. But I definitely could. Okay, now, do we Binding the Paladin class, or are we binding the Reaper's Talisman? It's actually tough. I think we do this, and then if they suit something up with the Reaper's Talisman, we blow that up. We do have to start drawing some cards, though. We are low on resources. That one of our opponent's last like big plays was really good. Helped turn the game around. Here comes Phantom. There's the Talisman. The thing is, they just have all these small fry dudes, so, like, do I want to do this? Like, you know, let me read you. Yeah, okay, whenever it attacks alone, so. I think that a card is actually better to them right now than that, but whatever. Do this. Let's binding the Talisman. Are we really going to binding of the old gods? A Reaper's Talisman? Is that really what we're doing? Does it gain Death Touch too? Is that it? Yeah, whenever equipped creature attacks, gains Death Touch till end of turn. Alright. Binding this Talisman. I actually just did that. Alright. Intrepid Adversary. That sucks. They get to tag us for 4 this turn. God. Well, let's let them spend the mana if they're going to spend the mana. Yeah, they did it. Okay. We know we're going to take this out. Opponent has a bunch of cards, especially with the clues. They have a bunch of cards compared to us. There's a Wrenn in 7, though. That is fantastic. Really, really cool. But I imagine our opponent very likely has some kind of removal spell. If they removal spell hit Wrenn, that would suck. Yep, there it is. Vanishing Verse. Kill the Wrenn. If they're smart, you know. Man! Yeah, draw a card. Prosperous Innkeeper, huh? It's not terrible. Maybe should have just double Legion Angeled this turn. We only got one more left. Man, our opponent is a very unassuming deck, but it's somehow just tearing through what we're trying to do with all their just nonsense cards. And they are playing a lot of nonsense. Maul of the Skyclaves? Really? That's a good draw. That's a hell of a draw right now, brother. Oh, boy. All right. That's disgusting. That really is. Maul hurts, man. Reaper's Talisman. God. That hurts. Like, that really does suck, because, you know, we could double block with Legion Angels here, but if we do that, they both die. Okay. You put it on him. So I get it. First strike and Death Touch. Yeah. However, no blocks. Yeah, just do it. Autopay, I'll sack the treasure to draw here. Man, Reaper's Talisman. Putting us on the back foot. Alright, we can Valkyrie and a Valkyrie. That's life. Well, I'm thinking maybe block with Innkeeper, sack Innkeeper to Skullport Merchant. Not a terrible line. But man, Look at how our opponent's, like, tiny junk is just crushing us. It's like, I could also double block here and kill this, but then it gets to come back. And it comes back with flying in first strike. It's like, who would have known that Reaper's Talisman plus a bunch of first strike dorks would be that good? Apparently it is, though. Man. What can we do about that? We get a land. Let's bust through these land pockets. We have more than enough lands. Man, sweating over our opponent's deck here. Kaya! Their last card was Kaya? Wow. 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 It's another land? Really? Okay. I hear you, Arena. I hear you, Arena Gods. I know what you're doing. 5/6. So we can sack a creature and draw a card. And try to get like a Storm the Festival or something. We also get removal for the Kaya. Yeah, I guess I'm doing this. I hate it. I really hate this. Think opponent's on an Orzhov daily mission? I don't know, man. I think this might be sneakily actually decent. Oh, they drew dead that turn. They sacked the clue we gave them. Get another shot at it. Please just don't draw land. Us. We need to not draw lands. We need to draw a Storm. We haven't drawn one this game. And we are 23 cards into our deck, so it's somewhat likely, but not foolproof or anything. They still don't come in. Fateful Absence. God, what a weird position. That Maul of the Skyclaves. Do we have bindings left? No, we don't. Oh, God. Ugh. Ugh, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? What's the card holding priority right now? Field of Ruin? Is that what it is? Yeah, they are going to Field of Ruin, too. Okay. How many black sources do we have? And we have enough green. So, I'll go get black. No idea why my rope went off there. Looks to me like they may have put a bunch of new stuff into a pile with decent Orzhov removal. That's the kind of thing I like to run to familiarize myself with new cards. Interesting. I do like this card they just played, Ambitious Farmhand. They can't Covenant yet, but I think this card is actually really, really sweet. Like, really, really good. It's just not good enough. It's like I want to take out the creature with the Maul, but that's not good enough. It's really not. Storm. All right, let's hit something big. Wrenn and 7, Esika's Chariot. That's pretty good. Let's make a big reach boy. And I'm pretty sure every single draw in the deck next to Necro Blossom Snarl is live next turn. So we draw a 10th mana, we can Storm again. All right, let's see what happens here. Portable Hole. God. Portable Hole, a 10-10, you know. Giant Reach, man. Kind of sucks. Will they finally put the talisman on the guy wearing a maul? Yep. They certainly will. Shieldgeist. Boy, this deck makes Fateful Absence just look really bad. It's like embarrassing to play. Do you have 2 talismans? Or is one... Oh, okay, gotcha. It's a gains death touch thing. Oh, that sucks. This is a death touch first strike deck. That's what... It's not just a random pile of cards, guys. The deck is meant to give death touch and first strike at the same time. That's literally what it does. I should have sacrificed Legion Angel. I was busy talking. But yeah, I'm convinced that's what the deck actually does. Well, we can Storm again. Let's see if it's any good. Alright, that, and another Chariot, I guess. I mean, why not? Keep this one. Give me my ETB trigger. Thank you. Plus this. Wow. Well, we put a Storm the Festival in our yard, so that's not bad, but probably would have liked the Retribution. Firja's Retribution would have been really good, but, you know. Can't have it all. What a weird position to be in. That's the only reason I'm still playing this one out, is like, this is such a weird position. Ambitious Farmhand. They can coven these now, by the way. It's like getting it handed to us. Like, look at all the amazing cards we have out, and they are just stopping us with, like, random garbage. It's kind of amazing. You really think about it, it's pretty incredible. At least we have a blocker for it forever, but I don't know how good that's going to actually be. Chaplain of Arms. Bunch of first strike guys. We need a sweeper, but, you know, I didn't play one of those. Because we play creatures. So I just didn't think a sweeper would be very good. But now... my kingdom for a sweeper, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Sucks. Three lands and a Dream Devourer. That was really good. Let's try it. I mean, why not? Oh, it's a Firja's Retribution. Let's go. Oh, I need that. God, do I need that. I'm going to attack with the Chariot here. I don't know how great of an idea it is. But I'm going to do it to copy this Angel token. And that way we'll have more Angels to kill stuff next turn. A billion blocks. Alright, so there, and there. Sure. Well, we did kill a lot of their team here, but they don't really need a very big team. But at least we get the Chariot back. That's a cool thing. Man, you know, I hadn't even thought about that, like, for the deck tech, you know? Like, yeah. We did it. Woo! Hard-fought victory. We got that Chariot back, and they did not like that, did they? We had to sit through their garbage all game, like all their annoying, like, amazing stuff that they're doing with just, like, a bunch of little pissant dudes. Like, we had to sit through that and, like, give them props for it. But the moment Liesa puts an Esika's Chariot back in our hand, the moment that happens, they're like, oh, it's too much, man. Come on. I'm having fun. I'm not really making fun of our opponent. I actually think this deck is really cool. Their deck is kind of awesome, actually. A first strike death touch deck and stuff. It just held us off forever. Like, we had some of the most powerful cards in Standard in play, and we just couldn't do anything. Felt like a little baby, man. But the plan there, again, was we attack with Esika's Chariot, which I guess we should have done anyway, because Liesa puts it back in your hand. Did you know that? Now you do. You saw it occur. If Esika's Chariot dies in combat, you have a Liesa out, it goes back to your hand during the end step. That's incredible. That is really good repeatable value. Fantastic repeatable value. But the plan was to swing with Esika's Chariot, copy this token, which we did, and then next turn Firja's Retribution would go to Chapter 2, and then we could tap some of our Angels to kill some of their guys, and maybe start turning the tide a little bit. But again, our opponent saw one value-based thing that was kind of out of the box, and they just could not abide it anymore. So good last game there.